What's going on, guys? This is your boy BlurredLines back with another episode of What Remains of Edith Finch. We're basically going around finding out the death stories of our family members. It's kind of weird, kind of crazy. It's kind of cool series. I hope you guys like it.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay, huh? I don't think I'm supposed to do that. Nope. We'll see, though. We're gonna go down here, see if there's anything for us to open. First and foremost. Nope. Going back up. Going back up, guys. Apparently there's another way out. Let's find it. Oh, there it is.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Man, Louis is missing everywhere. All types of missing pictures for Louis. Solar panels and stuff on her roof. That's what's up.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Milton, Edith, Louis. Oh, that's cool. It's like
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Like a whole little kick it area, man. Alright.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal, but it didn't last.
And they're schooling in here, apparently. Doing their school and stuff. Which, that's cool. But it didn't last.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Oh, a room full of paintings. Does it say? Oh, 1992. That's it. Don't say when he died, guys. We might find out, though. Might find out. So far, though, nope. Architecture. Cool. Nice. Cool little area.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
No. Pick it up. Oh, he's just painting now. Oh, looks like he's painting a door. Yep. He walked it. Oh. Bye.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Guess that's the end of Milton. Guess that's the end of Milton. It's a nice drawing, though.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
That's why I'm going through a window.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
That's why I'm going through a window, guys. Oh. Let's go up. More of the house to explore.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
It's a cool little room. The boat. It's pretty neat.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar.
It smelled familiar.
That part of him lived on.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh.
He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
Wonder?
wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
Alright, I gotta cut these fish's heads off and control this dude at the same time. So, bear with me, guys.
Then something moved.
Bear with me.
Bats. And toads. And things that have not names.
Give me a fish.
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis.
Like a whole new Lewis.
So I let him go on.
Well, let him go on then.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
This is weird.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
Oh, we're going upstairs. There we go.
He held an election for mayor.
Excuse me, guys.
And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
This is a long one, guys. Here we go.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
We're gonna go this way.
handsome queen.
Ooh, look at the water. That's crazy looking.
The queen was on her own quest for sinister serpents. He followed the sound of her silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Uh-oh.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
This
But
is
he was so
difficult.
proud of having created it.
It's
In
difficult.
his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
An imaginary golden palace, too.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Whoa, okay.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him.
Haha.
Even
thought
after he
wrong.
said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him. His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
Well. Oh.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Wow.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Alright, so that's how Lewis went. He's special. Alright guys, well, we're gonna leave it in Lewis's room. If you guys like the video, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, I would appreciate it. And for the next video, till the next video, this is your boy BlurredLines, bang bang, out.